My name is Jeffrey Folks, and I'm here with David Madden, whose new book is London Bridge in Plague and Fire. So the London Bridge is an iconic figure for everybody in the world. I think it's a remarkable thing that you've taken this figure of the bridge and its history and reimagined it into a work of fiction.
Stressing the word reimagined even more than most historical novels. In fact, it's best not to think of it as a historical novel. It's really a fiction, let's say, a made-up thing from one end to the other with a lot of facts somewhere in there.
I suppose most people, their first memory of London Bridge was that children's game.
Yes.
London Bridge is falling down.
Because I don't think what I do with this novel is competing with anything anybody knows, because a lot of people don't know anything about the bridge, but they know what you just said. They know London Bridge is falling down. But even so, most people don't know what that song means, which is what I took and put into the novel. That is the idea that in ancient times, people all over Europe would bury a live 13-year-old virgin girl in a pillar of a new bridge, sort of facing where the enemy might come, and nobody, by nobody I mean a few people know it, but very few people know that that's where that song came from. So I said, okay, let's take it back, let's apply it to London Bridge. Why is it falling? Is because they didn't bury somebody, maybe.
I was thinking about that metaphor of the bridge and what you said, that bridge building is a kind of violation of God's geography.
From somebody's point of view, not necessarily mine.
That's a wonderful phrase, though.
Yeah.
Maybe you could expand on that.
Yeah. Well, in many ways, you're defying God. Here's the creation of God, this river, separating two land masses, and you're building a city over here. Then there's a city over there, and the two cities want to get together, and so they build something that could collapse, get set on fire, be bombarded. Through the history of that bridge, almost 1,000 years of his bridge, the whole of British history crisscrossed over that bridge, okay, with all kinds of violence done to it. In fact, that they soon after it was opened in 1205, there was a fire on the bridge and a stampede with about 2,000 people killed. I just want to do one clarification for people who don't know about Thomas Becket. What we're talking about is the murder of Thomas Becket in the cathedral. He was the Archbishop of Canterbury, which you know, and in Canterbury, England, and he was murdered in the cathedral by some knights who were on a mission to kill him because he had double-crossed his friend Henry II, who did not really actually order the killing. And so then what I did was have the builder of the bridge, Peter de Colchurch, be present. Now, if somebody says, well, yeah, David, he could have been there, I'm not interested in proving that he could have been there. He's there because I put him there. And then then Peter de Colchurch is also the person who actually did build in the center of the bridge a chapel dedicated to Thomas Becket. Okay, so that's kind of the starting point. And then we go off into so much more. And that's where, by the way, the first stop was on the bridge for the Chaucer's pilgrims as they went to Canterbury.
In one scene, you talk about a writer who has the ambition to deploy all of the words in the English language. And you point out that no writer has ever done that. Shakespeare, Dryden, certainly not. But this ambition to continue to write at a higher and higher level, and to deploy all of the resources of the writer and all of the technique of the writer. And I see this very much in London Bridge in Plague and Fire.
Well, thank you.
It's really a great accomplishment.
Well,